I have a sense that some people might know who I am. If I'm called out, then I'll own it. I'm definitely gonna downplay it.
What do you do for a living?
I teach yoga and I am a life coach.
I could tell there was an energy about you.
Right. A namaste energy. I won Survivor by bringing a group of women together and creating a women's alliance called the Black Widow Brigade, and we voted off the guys one by one.
There's something calming about you, just by the way you talk. For sure, you exude that.
I'm here to just blow fairy dust in people's eyes so that they can't imagine life without me. Look, I could be a cult leader if I want to.
What is Deal or No Deal Island, you may be asking? Well, it is the classic Deal or No Deal game mixed with Survivor. There are 13 players living at a resort referred to as the Banker's Island who are eliminating each other one at a time until only one of them faces the mysterious banker at the end of the competition for literally millions and millions of dollars. This is the second season of the show. Last season had Boston Rob because really, what network TV show doesn't have Boston Rob at this point, at some point, right? It's getting pretty crazy. Well, he did really, really well last season. I don't want to spoil it. Check out his video for that story. But this time, not only is Parvati from Survivor playing, but David, aka the Golden God from Australian Survivor, is here as well. We last saw Parvati on the Traders with Sandra, where they both did fairly well. No spoilers. Again, check out her and Sandra's video for that story. But here we are, about a year later on Deal or No Deal Island Season 2, and we start off this season with a challenge. Every challenge in this game grants some players immunity and leaves the rest at risk to face the banker or be eliminated from the game. Parvati spots David spying on her team, grabbing their cases, and when he's not looking, she has her team swap cases. Why? Well, his team has a case that lets them steal and swap other players' cases. Guess what? This move by Parvati works. David is properly tricked and her team gets immunity. So they all go to the beach where they live, located in Panama, and on the beach, a few people recognize her, but she is able to successfully get each of them to keep this a secret. She has one-on-one conversations. She's like, hey, let's just keep this between you and I. No one else needs to know, right? And she does this with so many people. It's kind of funny, but also it's impressive. The Black Widow is in full force, but then her and David finally talk and...
Dude, I'm so happy you're here.
I'm so happy you're here. I don't think anyone knows who you are.
No.
Except for me. I'm the super fan.
I know it's early, but I think we take it to the end.
Definitely.
I'm down, right?
Yes.
I actually almost do feel slightly bad, though. You know what I mean? Because it's just they're just so cute. And
they're so cute and
we gotta
really
eat
lovable.
We're
gonna eat them like little gummy bears. I'm gonna naturally gravitate towards the Golden God from Survivor Australia. This guy is a legend. I could see us both running this thing all the way to the end.
And you come up with the idea of the family.
It's like a mafia moment.
Yeah.
It happened really organically.
In the back of your mind, I'll translate for the people. You're thinking, I'm gonna bring him in.
I'm gonna scoop him up.
Just so I can cut him loose later.
I mean, at some point, yeah.
Oh, did I not mention that Deal or No Deal Island loved Boston Rob so much that they have him hosting the after show this season, and he interviews everybody who played on the game. They know Boston Rob gets eyes on the screen. Parvati then tells us that she is a mom, and David is the dad, and Dixon is their son. But as we all know, Black Widows eat their mate, and she will eat David when it comes time. But with David's team up to face the banker, it is decided that Luke will play Deal or No Deal Island. And by that, I mean he's playing Deal or No Deal to see if he survives this game or not. If he makes a good deal, meaning what the banker offers him is higher than the case he picked, then Luke gets sole power to eliminate someone. But if he makes a bad deal, then he is gone. It is risky, but it comes with a lot of power. Every deal made is stacked until the finale where all the deals go into one big case. So what happens?
Let's go number 3.
Okay.
Okay, number 3.
Oh.
Let's go number 4, baby. Come on.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah!
$250.
Number 10.
1 penny. There you go.
Let's go, baby! That wore number 12 for Aaron Rodgers. Let's go, baby!
Not small enough.
Oh! $450,000. $55,000.
Oh, my goodness. No deal.
Let's go.
That's it. Seemed pretty easy.
Let's go number 8.
It's giving back.
Okay. $1,000 off the board.
Derrick Henry, number 2, Roll Tide.
$100. Your offer is $220,000.
No deal.
Okay, that's it.
Come on, Ben.
Oh!
So sorry.
Oh! $185,000.
No deal.
No deal. Okay.
I like that.
Oh! $218,000.
We're going no deal.
And we're going with you. Yeah.
Let's go, Luke.
So sorry.
$300.
Oh, man.
No deal.
No deal? Okay. We're gonna ride this out. If you have that dollar in your case, then you made a bad deal.
Luke is gone and he got them $1 whole for the final case. Amazing, 10 out of 10. I have no notes. If you want to pick what Survivor, Traders, Deal or No Deal Island, and Amazing Race videos I make, then check out the Patreon link in the description. Your patronage helps keep us sponsorship free and allows you to watch everything up to 7 months early. Thank you for your support. Now with that, episode 2 sees Parvati and Philip form a bond where she says, "I'm the Black Widow," and Philip says, "I'm the Blacker Widow." Well, here we go, a little duo going on. For the next challenge, everyone is paired up, and of course, our Black and Blacker Widow team is together. They're all each given one part of a big map, but then Joe, the host, says, there's a shed out in the woods containing the highest case, but it comes with a price. Weird. Parvati and Philip ignore their part of the map completely and find that highest case in the shed, and as it turns out, it is for $1.5 million. And once again, Parvati has immunity, but then comes the price of finding that case.
You chose that case without knowing what it could do, and now you'll have to deal with the fallout. Welcome, sir. Or should I say, doctor.
For those of you who don't know, my name is Dr. Will, and I'm the best Big Brother player of all time. See, 20 years ago, I said I wasn't going to compete again, unless I could compete against a group of incredibly talented individuals. And that's not you guys.
His behavior was so disturbing to me. I was like, I can't have this guy around. He comes in so hot
Dramatic slow motion entrance.
and making it all about him and doing multiple takes to the camera like, I'm Will. You know what's better than creating a showmance? Breaking one up. And then he'd walk away. And he'd be like, let me take that out. Let me, wait, I'm gonna do that again from this angle. Catch me over here.
Pan from them to me, if you could do it. Showmance brewing. Feel the electricity? I didn't think I was gonna get a warm reception, but it's ice cold. This isn't kindergarten. I don't have a juicy box for you. And if I offend you, that's your problem.
Flippin' Dr. Will from Big Brother. I mean, I've seen both seasons he's played on, and I even made a video about the first time he played. But it's funny because he claimed to have retired from reality TV, but clearly here he is, he's back. They must have made him an offer he couldn't refuse. Heck, even on the Traders, he only cameoed for a challenge and nothing more. This is wild. He loves to be antagonistic and basically just loves making entertaining television, but he won't enter the game until the next person is eliminated. CK and Lachelle face the banker, make a good deal, and eliminate Sydney. All is well for Parvati so far. That is until episode 3 starts, Will enters the game and immediately outs Parvati for having been on Survivor and having won. Most people are shocked, the people who didn't already know, and this goes over like a fart in church. CK even spreads the word that Parvati has won Survivor multiple times. Not true, of course. Parvati is ticked at Dr. Will, and Dr. Will tells us, oh yes, I totally said that to everyone on accident. Wink, wink, hint, hint. Is he here to win? I don't know, but he claims to want to disrupt things, aka annoy people on purpose for his own amusement. Parvati tries to lead yoga the next morning, and Dr. Will keeps grunting and making noises to mess with everyone, and frankly, dude is hilarious. So we go to the next challenge where Parvati and Philip are paired up again and again. Somehow, Parvati wins immunity thanks to Philip. Rock is chosen, not The Rock, his name's just Rock. Rock is chosen to face the banker, and unfortunately, he loses and is eliminated. Now, something I have not really dived into is the weirdly close relationship between Parvati and David. Sure, they call themselves mom and dad, but they kind of act like they really are married or dating. It is textbook flirtation from Parvati that we have seen since season 13 of Survivor.
Mum and I have some serious things to talk to you about.
Or are you pregnant?
No.
Oh my God.
Wait,
am I?
There's a new boy in her life.
Tell me about this
I
boy.
told him if he messes with her, he's in big trouble.
There's a common target amongst all of us. And the family is Dixon, Parvati, David, and MG is also in that family.
This family gets each other, and that's what matters more than anything.
Here's the thing. Parvati is not married here, but David is married with children, making this just a little uncomfortable to watch. If I were his wife, I'd be like, really? In their family alliance, David is dad, Parvati is mom, Dixon is their son. I know I've said that, but it's important to note that MG has become their daughter. And Philip, well, Parvati says Philip doesn't quite fit into the family, so he isn't really part of the alliance. Holy crap, she called it a family alliance. I'm getting Benjamin Coach Wade flashbacks. At the next challenge, Parvati's axe throwing skills net her immunity for the 4th time in a row. And Dixon, her son, is chosen to face the banker, and he makes a good deal, adding $5 million to the final case and eliminates Storm in the process. This move by Dixon, along with everyone seeing how strong the family alliance is, has the targets on their backs now. Parvati needs immunity or she'll be next. It has become that serious, that fast. So at the next challenge, people pair up Parvati with Philip yet again, and whoever gets the highest case between them gets immunity. So
I want to tell the truth, but I also want to win. For me, it is safety above all. What value do you have at level 4?
1.5. What do you have?
1.5 million.
Time to see if either of you bluffed the other. Please open your cases. 1.8 million, 1.6 million. Parvati.
Oh, you lied to me.
So did you?
I said 1.5.
It's the first real time in the game that Parvati has full-on looked in my face and told me a bold-faced lie. I had genuine trust in Parvati as a person. I don't know if I have trust in Parvati as a player.
good for Parvati. She needed that 5th immunity, but why is Philip mad at her for tricking him when he tried tricking her the exact same way? No, seriously, he tried the same thing, but now he's 180'd his stance on Parvati. He loved her before, but now he views her as evil and immoral for trying to trick him. Unlike himself, who did the same thing. I am so baffled right now. Did I watch a different series of events take place? David, Parvati, and Dixon are all safe, but MG is not. So Dr. Will, as it turns out, threw the challenge and has convinced everyone to let him face the banker, telling everybody what they want to hear in terms of who they want out of this game. But who does he really want out? I have no idea.
I'm going to start with case number 1. You know, the number that comes to me after the number 1 is 2. So I'm going to go with 2. Joe, what's the square root of 9? It's 3. I'll take case 3.
I'm done. I am 100% done with this guy right here.
My word. Okay. There you go. Number 4, please.
2 million. Your opening offer is $72,000. Talk me through this. What are you thinking? Okay.
No, this is gonna be brutal.
Oh, it's a good deal.
DK. You in particular have not been kind to me at all. And as a result, the person going home tonight is MG.
Wait, what? What? Will is just garbage as a person. Like, it is not just a character or an act. He truly is not a good person.
Just know that was highly, highly condensed. Dr. Will is screwing with everyone and everything for like 13 minutes of the show's runtime, and it is glorious. 10 out of 10. It is clear that no one really gets Dr. Will, not even Parvati, and I love it. Even the people who wanted MG gone, by the way, say they feel icky about how Dr. Will did their bidding, the thing that they wanted. Psh, get out of here. David then tries to confront Dr. Will, and Will goes, yeah, buddy, you don't intimidate me because I know you won Australian Survivor. And that shuts up David real fast because unlike Parvati, No one knows David won Australian Survivor. I mean, Parvati knows, but she's keeping that a secret. But then Philip finally approaches Parvati to talk through his issues with her, and
I just want to make sure that you and I are locked in because, like, I know who you are and I know your character, and I know that that guy probably bullied you when you were younger.
To weaponize someone's childhood trauma that they chose to share with you. She went low and she didn't have to.
I just want to make sure we're tight. It's okay if they think that there's a little, like, tiff happening between us. I'm down with that as long as it's not real.
Right, yeah, I got you. I'm glad that now I am aware that that is how dangerous she is. I've worked too hard to let one Black Widow get in my way.
is Parvati weaponizing his trauma? I personally don't think so. To me, it appears she is trying to relate and understand him, but that is not at all how Philip sees it. We go to the next challenge where Dr. Will wants to face the banker again, but in this challenge, it is up to others to get you a case. So Parvati purposely gets Will a high value case so he has immunity and he can't play the banker. My question is, who do you think played 4D chess on who? No, seriously, who played 4D chess on who? Will wants to face the banker so Parvati gets some immunity? Did Will play 4D chess or did Parvati? You tell me. But then in a massive plot twist, CK cheats. How? Well, once a player grabs a case in this challenge, they then randomly draw a name from this box without looking to see who goes next. CK looked and everyone is so ticked at her. I don't know what she was thinking. There are so many people watching, plus cameras filming her in 4K. I don't get what she thought she was going to get away with this. Parvati then wins her 6th immunity, and people unanimously agree that CK needs to face the banker for cheating. But before she does, Philip talks with Parvati yet again.
The moment in which you said you have to go after Dr. Will because he is those bullies that made fun of you in middle school was disgusting. To take someone's childhood trauma and use it as a chess piece in the game, and that's how it hit me.
Sorry, Philip. I'm really, really sorry. It was not my intention. I love you. So you telling me that I've hurt you so deeply and me not even knowing that I'd done that is like, that's hard for me to hear, but I also am hearing it.
I miss my friend, but at the same time, she went low, and for that, I will never forget that she did that.
Philip, wait, don't go, please.
I gotta go.
Okay.
In my opinion, Parvati apologized and clearly had no ill intentions, and Philip is wild. Do not put him on Survivor. He would never make it through with this holier than thou attitude he has about everything. It's very off-putting. It's way more than I'm showing here. CK then faces the banker at the temple, wins to the sadness of every player there, and eliminates Seychelles. But in the process of doing this, CK puts so many people on blast, none of them being Parvati. Nice. At the next challenge, everyone is split up into 2 teams. Dr. Will does his absolute best to throw the challenge to make CK face the banker again, but ultimately, CK makes her team, which Parvati is not on, lose by making them grab a $0 case that gives her, and only her, immunity on her team. Meaning Parvati and her team wins immunity. That's the 7th for Parvati so far. And David says, screw it. I want to face the banker and get rid of Dr. Will. He was throwing that challenge and he's clearly not on her side. He's playing too chaotically for me. Unfortunately for us watching the show, but fortunately for Parvati's game, David does make a good deal and does eliminate Dr. Will. We will miss you, Dr. Will.
I am not a narcissist. OCD, definitely, but I don't have narcissism.
That's spoken like a true narcissist. They always say that.
Well, that's what a true narcissist would say to a non-narcissist.
I don't know about that.
Episode 8 sees a challenge that I am completely baffled by. Not the challenge itself, just all the players strategically eliminating themselves until only David and Parvati remain. Like, what? How? These other players are not that good, or they would team up against Parvati, but they don't. They never do. Parvati ends up getting the highest case and for the 8th time in a row has immunity. Unheard of. Lachelle has to face the banker at the temple and is eliminated on a bad deal. Here we are at the final 6, and half of the 6 is the family alliance. We then see David and Parvati's son Dixon flirt with former WWE wrestler Alexis Letty, and the parents watch. What Dixon tells us though is that he isn't really in any alliance. He's flirting with Letty just in case because he's playing both sides and will screw everyone over if given the chance. Dang. So we go to the challenge where Parvati could very well secure immunity for the 9th time in a row.
Oh my God. That's a toothpick.
If you don't make it across, you are automatically in the bottom, up for elimination. Your time starts now.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ouch. We got 2 minutes to get across this mud. I don't really feel confident. Oh!
See?
There she is.
See?
You have secured safety for the 9th time in a row.
Amazing. David and I are the power couple. Everyone knows we're the biggest threat, but they can't take a shot at me because I have been safe 9 times in a row.
No one makes it across the balance beam, by the way. No one makes it like more than 3 inches. But I am impressed by Parvati playing these challenges smartly and utilizing her social skills whenever she gets the chance. We go back to the beach where everyone, minus David, is over Parvati being safe all the time. It doesn't help that Joe is really hammering home how she has been safe 9 times in front of everyone, and therefore it's on everyone's brain in a way that it wasn't before, at least not that we saw. But then Letty faces the banker and makes a good deal and eliminates Dixon, so all the children are dead and the parents survive. What a weird sentence to have to say in this video, but that's how the family alliance has panned out. The next episode has a change in the air. It is World War II, and David and Parvati are described as the Germans. Seems a bit extreme when you have Philip and Letty, who both act holier than thou. Yes, not just Philip. Letty's doing it as well. And CK, who's cheating, are both supposedly, all 3 of these people are supposedly the allies in World War II. It makes you realize that the analogy is flawed. Philip even talks to David and says Parvati cannot win this game. No one, and he means no one, should be able to win Survivor and then Deal or No Deal Island. It's just unfair. Boy, oh boy, does Philip have no idea who he is talking to, does he? So we go to the challenge where the highest case secures immunity and...
Now on offer, $3 million.
I'm gonna take this one. Oh!
Oh!
Oh my God.
Come
Parvati
on.
and CK.
Girl,
Parvati.
I said I'm gonna take it.
You both dropped your bags at the same time. You will split the value evenly at $1.5 million each. Remember, the guests with the 2 lowest values at the end of the excursion are at risk of facing the banker and of elimination.
Okay. What is wrong with you? Is she working with Letty? Why would she drop at the same time as me? I don't think I've ever been so furious in my life.
Wow, Parvati and CK accidentally screwed that up so hard. For the first time ever, Parvati is not safe. And that was the highest case. Had she gotten that case, she would have had immunity for the 10th time in a row. David wins immunity and is told he has to make 2 decisions. One is that he gets to eliminate whoever he wants for free, no facing the banker needed. That's pretty powerful. And 2, he needs to decide who does face the banker. Parvati wants Philip gone, and she wants to face the banker. We learn in that interview with Boston Rob that he says, whenever you get the chance, Parvati, face the banker. He told her that pre-season, and now she's listening to his wisdom. So indeed, David eliminates Philip as Parvati wanted and lets her face the banker. So...
Which one of these 12 cases do you think you want?
So I'm gonna take number 5. It rhymes with staying alive.
You have to open 4 cases in the first round. Which are you picking first?
I'm gonna pick number 4. Solid start, Phil.
Where are you going next?
12. We're gonna do 6.
6? Okay. Oh, no.
9. Looking good.
Very good. The dollar is no longer. Your offer is $150,000.
Whoa. No deal.
Okay, Parvati has said no deal. $250. $1,000 off the board.
It's one of them.
It has risen to $925,000.
No deal.
Okay. She said no deal.
Oh, David.
In honor of Luke,
Oh my God.
your offer is $500,001. If you have the $100 in your case, that's a good deal. If you have the million, that's a bad deal. Deal or no deal?
Deal.
Deal. Okay, Parvati.
Oh, wow.
You made a bad deal. Your path to the final case has come to an end, and you must leave the temple immediately.
Wow, at no point could Parvati had made a good deal. Her $1 million case was always higher than what the banker offered, and she finishes this game in 4th place. She played a solid game. She won 9 immunities in a row. And if she survived here, I do believe she had a real good shot to be the last one in this game to face the banker for the money. Okay, with that, I'm about to spoil the rest of the season and just a little bit of last season. So this is your warning. If you do want to be spoiled on the rest of the season, or you want to watch that Boston Rob video and watch everything about last season, I highly recommend stepping out here. Go watch that video or go watch the show on Peacock. I do recommend it. Okay, here we go. So with that, Parvati finished in 4th place. I know I said that, but it's the same place Boston Rob did. That's right, they tied. So the rest of the season plays out with a final 3 challenge, seeing CK eliminated in that challenge by being the slowest, Letty being eliminated for having the least amount of money in her cases, despite Philip trying to trick David. He didn't fall for it. Amazing. So David wins the show, but the real question is, how much money can he win on the final deal or no deal game? The banker this season is revealed to be Chrissy Teigen. Oh, okay. And David plays an aggressive deal or no deal game that sees him denying big deal after big deal, going all the way down to only 2 cases. That's right. 2 cases remain. He was eliminating multi-million-dollar cases and he just kept going and going. All that's left is a $75 case. And the final case, believe it or not, he didn't remove it. The final case worth over $12 million. That is correct. He could win over $12 million. I bet you the show is not ready to pay out that. The banker makes him one last offer of $5.8 million and he takes it. A smart move. The biggest prize ever won on network television, and he wins it like he won Australian Survivor over 11 times or even US Survivor over 5 times. That's how many times you would need to win those shows to make this much money. So in the end, the Black Widow lost to the Golden God. So what do you think? Did Parvati do well? Was this season an improvement over season 1? Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching and doubly thanks for liking and subscribing. I'll see you all next time.